Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani here, research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box. अगर मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है तो आप मुझे एक बार chat box में कमेंट करके बता सकते हो. So that I know you all are with me live in the session. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes. और फिर शुरू करते हैं आज का मिड मार्केट सेशन. सुरेश जी गुड आफ्टरनून, चंद्रशेखर जी गुड आफ्टरनून टू यू एज वेल, आरडी जी गुड आफ्टरनून. Clear? Okay, perfect. So we'll just wait for a minute and then we'll be good to go with the session. Nanji, good afternoon to you as well. So big round of selling coming in Nifty. So Nifty ने almost कल 25,000 break किया. We closed below somewhere around 24,890. And I think we are below 24,800 here as well. So heavy selling in the markets. And right now Nifty is at 24,750. Yes, Harish ji is saying every day some negative news. Exactly. So couple of news, I'm pretty sure you all are already aware of that. One is the President Trump's announcement of 100% tariffs on branded pharma products. So this tariff is not applicable on generic products. So अगर आप इंडिया देखोगे, ज़्यादातर pharma companies generics export करते हैं, barring Sun Pharma. So Sun Pharma, which is the largest drug maker. So they export a lot of specialty branded products here. So that is why you can see Sun Pharma is the top loser in the pharma index today. Barring that, I don't think there is going to be much impact on the other pharma players, considering the fact that we are in the exports of generics and not branded pharma products. But having said that, okay, now President Trump has maybe touched upon the branded pharma category. I think we don't know, maybe he might go ahead and tax generic products also later. So as of now, generic products are exempted. So I think that is weighing heavily on pharma index sentiment today. Secondly, Accenture ने quarterly results declare किया है, and the results were kind of mixed. So they have indicated a patchy demand recovery going forward. So I think usually all the IT companies, they take cues from Accenture's results. So if you see, almost all the IT counters are down today. So IT and pharma are the biggest drag on the index today. And I think that is weighing heavily on the market sentiment for today as well. So IT, I feel we might have another quarter where IT companies might, maybe there might be not so great guidance in terms of the IT companies. And also maybe revenue and profits might be just around the estimates mark here. And also what Accenture has mentioned, that there might be some gradual recovery, so you can't expect a sharp or a steep recovery from the current level. So I think that can weigh on IT index sentiment as well. So these are a couple of news again, and also with the fact that FIIs have continued their selling. तो अगर हम देखेंगे FIIs कैश मार्केट में अराउंड 4,994 करोड़ का कल सेलिंग किया था, और पिछले 4 दिनों में they have been selling heavily this last week. If you see, almost 13,880 crores of selling in the cash market. That's pretty huge. And one of the reasons why FIIs have also been selling is the fact that dollar has appreciated against the rupee. So अगर हम देखेंगे, dollar is at 88.69. So I think elevated dollar levels, it's a negative sign for the FII. So usually whenever dollar is appreciating, FIIs don't keep money in markets like India. Also, there was another news that came in yesterday evening. So India has urged the US to ease some sanctions on Iran. So if they want us to reduce our oil purchase from Russia, so India has urged US to ease some restrictions on Iran so that they can buy oil from Iran and Venezuela as well. So I think that is again one development. So if you look at crude oil prices, that is near about $68 a barrel mark. So the news on pharma, the Accenture news, dollar at 88, FIIs have been relentlessly selling in our markets, almost 13,880 crores. But if you see, there has been some gradual recovery in the long short ratio. अगर आप long short देखेंगे, that has gone to 15.6%. So there has been some gradual covering of shorts happening in index futures. But nevertheless, if we look at the activity in the cash market, that is definitely painting a different picture altogether. So barring, if you look at all the sectors, so if you look at the strongest sectors at this point, they are auto and metal. So there are auto counters, metal counters are doing well. There is some traction in the defense space as well. But barring that, almost all the other sectors, there is a bout of underperformance as compared to Nifty here. If we look at the global markets, so the US markets, they closed in the red. So Dow closed around 0.38% lower. S&P 500 was down 0.5%. Nasdaq was down around 0.5%. So we've been seeing some profit booking in the US market since the last three trading sessions now. If you look at Dow futures is at is 0.15% higher. So we can expect a flat to slight positive start to the US markets today. अगर हम यूरोप मार्केट्स की बात करें तो again if you look at DAX is down 0.5%. London is down 0.39%. France was the only European index that closed in the green. It closed around 0.72% higher. If you look at Euro stocks, that closed around 0.17% higher. If you look at Asian markets, all the Asian markets are in the red at this point. So there is profit booking across all the Asian markets. Nikkei is down 0.8%. Hang Seng is down 1%. Shanghai is down 0.5%. Kospi is bleeding. Kospi is down nearly 2.4%. So Kospi has kind of erased a lot of gains. So in the month of September, it was up around 8.69%. It has come to 6% now. Even Nikkei has given up some gains. Hang Seng has given up gains as well. And Nifty, which was up around 3% at one point, is just up only 0.25%. So another month of underperformance for Nifty as well. And if you look at Nifty and Sensex, so Nifty is down 0.5%. Sensex is down 0.5% today. We have gone below the psychological mark of 25,000. We even broke below 24,800, which was the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of its prior up move as well. So we'll talk about that. So Nifty has kind of broken some key support levels here, and the sentiment is, slightly on the negative side for now. So no positive triggers until this point. If you look at the macro indicators, so again, dollar index has been inching up steadily. अगर हम पिछले 2 दिन से देखें, so dollar index moving up again, it's not a good sign for emerging markets like us. So the immediate resistance would be around 99. So any move above 99 can lead to more selling pressure in the index. If you look at the US government bonds 10-year yields, what has happened is that if you look at the economic data that was released in the US, so that has come better than expected. So chances are that Fed might not go for aggressive rate cuts in the upcoming policy meets. I think taking cues from that news, again, the yields have started to inch up higher. It has gone to 4.18% now. I think it had made a low of 3.9 and it has gone to 4.18. So even yields are seeing some uptick. Because of which, even the US equities are under pressure. If you look at VIX, so VIX again, though it is inside the range here, but we could see VIX again gradually moving up higher. I'm not saying there is a very sharp rise in the volatility, but again, if you see VIX is up around 1.39% up today. So it has gone to 10.93. Chances are that maybe we can move towards the 11.5 to 12 mark. So if that happens, then chances are that we might see Nifty going down even further. Dollar, we know it's inching towards the 89 mark. So there is no signs of dollar depreciating against the rupee. So like I said, as long as dollar doesn't depreciate, it's very difficult for the FIIs to make money in Indian markets. Even oil prices are inching up higher. It's moving towards $69-70 a barrel. So any rise in the oil prices can also cause little harm to our markets, because that leads to higher dollar payable, and that kind of brings our foreign exchange reserves down a bit on account of higher crude oil prices, because we are an oil importing nation. So higher crude oil prices, again, it's not a good sign for us. And on the other hand, we are seeing metal prices. If you look at silver, silver has again started to move up higher. It's at $45 an ounce now. And if you look at gold, even gold, kind of it's consolidating in a range. It's at $3,740 an ounce. But again, any breakout above 3,800, can lead to gold moving up even higher. So at one point, at one place, you are having gold and silver prices moving higher, and on the other side you are having all US equities, whether Indian equities, coming under pressure with yields going up, FIIs taking money out of our Indian markets, and with also dollar nearing the 89 mark. So at this point of time, we are short of any positive triggers in our market. So chances are that we can remain under pressure for some time now. And on the top of that, we'll have the monthly rollover coming in on Tuesday. So this is the first time that the rollover will be happening on Tuesday. So we'll have to wait and see as to whether people are carry forwarding their short positions to the next series, or are people booking profits here, and if Nifty manages to hold or move about 25,000 at the close of expiry year. So I feel that 25,000, which was acting as a support, will now act as a resistance, immediate resistance for Nifty. If we look at the Nifty's daily chart here, so first of all, I would like to bring to your attention, so chances are that we might end up lower today as well. So that will make us end lower for the sixth consecutive day. The last time this happened, where Nifty ended lower for 6 consecutive days, was somewhere in the month of February. अगर आप देखोगे from 21st Feb until 3rd of March, so here we had almost 10 days of closing in the red by Nifty. But if you look at the last 6 days, that was from 21st Feb until the 3rd of March, where Nifty moved down around 3.5%. That is from almost from 22,900 to almost 22,119. So we were down around 3.5% roughly. That was 6 consecutive days of closing in the red, and then Nifty had given a sharp up move, nearly about 8%, 8.5%, probably in the next 20-25 days. Similarly, again, if we see, we have a similar story playing around. So we are down around 2.5, 2.6% from the highs of 25,449. And right now, Nifty is near its 100-day EMA on the daily chart. So we are down around 2.5%, again, 6 consecutive days of red close. Last time when this happened, we saw a rebound. So we'll have to wait and watch to see whether there is going to be any rebound again after 6 consecutive days of closing. Now, I was talking about this level of 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, which was at 24,800. So ये पूरा जो up move था from this low of 24,404 to this high of 25,449. If we apply Fibonacci retracement on this whole leg, so 24,800 was where 61.8% Fibonacci retracement was placed. I think we are even below that. We are at around 24,772. So it will be very important to see if Nifty manages to hold about 24,800, because I think we know 61.8 is considered to be a golden ratio number. But at this point of time, we are near at its 100-day EMA. So around 24,750. If we go below 24,750, then I think we can definitely, test 24,500 again. I think that is where the next support is placed for Nifty. And even if you look at the weekly chart, there is a sizable bearish candle on the weekly chart here. So last 3 weeks were positive. We closed around 1.29% higher, then 1.5% higher, then around near about 0.9% higher. And I think this candle has kind of dampened the sentiment again. So a sizable bearish candle with a close below the previous week's low, which is hinting that either the downtrend can continue, or we might go through a phase of consolidation in Nifty. So I think an important level to watch out in Nifty would be 24,800, because that is where the 61.8% retracement is placed. बट अगर हम 24,800 के नीचे जाते हैं, हो सकता है हमें 24,600, 24,500 भी देखने को मिल सकता है डाउन साइड में. ऑन द डेली चार्ट, अनलेस एंड अंटिल वी डोंट गेट अ क्लोज, तो जब तक हम 25,000 के ऊपर नहीं जाते, बिकॉज 25,000 अगेन अ साइकोलॉजिकल मार्क फॉर निफ्टी. So if we don't go about 25,000, so that is acting as a resistance now. Only if we move about 25,000, I think we can expect some recovery in the markets here. If we look at the option chain, again, there is a heavy build-up by the call writers at, if you look at 25,000, the put writers are exiting at 25,000. And call writers are creating positions. Even at 24,900, there is a good amount of call writing that is going on. 24,800 में भी call writing चल रहा है. So, markets are likely to remain under pressure today. And अगर हम total OI की भी बात करें, so the maximum call open interest is at 25,000. So it doesn't look like Nifty might go about 25,000, at least for today. It doesn't look like. Even 24,900 में भी काफी strong resistance है. 24,800 में now call writers are pushing the put writers back now. तो हो सकता है call writers अपना 24,800 में अपना कब्जा करने को देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So we'll have to wait and see. I think 24,800, whether 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level holds, that is something that will be interesting to watch. If we look at Sensex, so Sensex की बात करें, so if we look at the daily chart, so Sensex again, 6 days of negative close in Sensex as well. So where Nifty एक बार 100 EMA के आसपास है, Sensex ने 100 EMA भी तोड़ दिया है यहाँ पे. अगर आप देखोगे Sensex is below, I think the next important support will be the 200-day EMA, which is around 80,350. 80,300, 80,350 is where the next support is placed. One positive is the last time Sensex जब 200-day EMA के आसपास आया था, हमें एक अच्छा bounce देखने को मिला था. So एक बार around 7th August के पास आया था, and then we saw a bounce. Then again it came till its 200-day EMA around 1st of September, and वहां से एक bounce देखने को मिला था. तो हो सकता है ये फॉल शायद 8300, 8350 तक एक्सटेंड हो, और फिर से एक रिवर्सल की हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट हैज हैपेंड अर्लियर. बट अगर रिकवरी आए तो ठीक है, आई थिंक वी माइट go above, but as long as we don't get a higher close, maybe a close above. Right now it is at 8,800. I think unless and until we don't go above 81,000 in Sensex, I think chances of recovery looks minimal here. While on the downside around 8,300, 8,350, that is where the next support for Sensex is placed. If we look at the positioning OI, so strong call writing at 81,000. So 81,000 के ऊपर क्लोज होना चाहिए अगर हमें थोड़ा रिकवरी की अगर हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं, बट ऐसे लग नहीं रहा है कि हम 81,000 के ऊपर क्लोज करेंगे, बिकॉज काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉल राइटिंग चल रही है 81,000 में. Whereas 8,800 में there is a good amount of put writing. इतना significant put writing नहीं है, like 6 lakhs of put writing as compared to 4 lakhs of call writing, but nevertheless call writers अपना heavy presence बनाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं at higher levels, which indicates that आपका resistance काफी strong बनते हुए नजर आ रहा है, whereas support is kind of getting weaker here. If we look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty is similar story in Bank Nifty as well. So Bank Nifty relatively थोड़ा सा outperformance दिखाई दे रहा था compared to Nifty and Sensex, but even Bank Nifty is below its 100-day EMA here. So only Nifty has been holding on to its 100-day EMA. अगर हम Nifty की daily chart देखें, वो सिर्फ 100 EMA के ऊपर है, whereas Sensex देखें, Sensex 100 EMA के नीचे है, Bank Nifty भी उसके 100 EMA के नीचे है. So I feel if the next important support for Nifty would be 54,400, because यही से एक sharp rally हमें देखने को मिला था Bank Nifty में. So right now it's at 54,585. So roughly around 200 points from the current level, 200 points below from the current level. That is where the next support is placed. But again, the structure looks very bad in Bank Nifty as well. अगर Bank Nifty भी देखोगे, again a sizable candle on the weekly scale. After closing in green for 3 weeks, थोड़ा सा एक pullback की उम्मीद थी. But अगर आप weekly पे देखोगे, अगर weekly पे if you apply a Fibonacci retracement from this high to this low, that is from the high of 57,628 and to this low of 53,561. अगर आप देखोगे, it has taken resistance around the 50% Fibonacci retracement mark. Already थोड़ा अंडर परफॉर्मेंस चल ही रहा था, थोड़ा सा एक रिकवरी की उम्मीद थी. I think now with this sizable bearish candle now, and also the resistance around its 50% Fibonacci retracement, which is somewhere around, I think it is at 55,600. So 55,600 के आसपास अगर हम देखेंगे, 55,600, 55,650, that is, unless and until we don't get a close above that, chances are that शायद हमें बैंक निफ्टी में एक recovery ना मिले. And on the downside, I think on an immediate basis, the support level is around 54,400. I think below that we can even test 54,000 on the downside. If we look at the option chain, अगर हम OI की बात करें, look at this heavy influx of call writing. 55 में call writing, 54,800 में call writing, 54,500 में भी call writing है. Put writers तो higher level से निकल रहे हैं, और call writings काफी strike prices में call writing चल रही है यहाँ पे. So again, the trend for even Bank Nifty looks weaker. Now, if you look at the heat map, I think notable laggards are your Pharma. So Sun Pharma is down around 3%. That is I think it is the top loser today, followed by Mahindra and Mahindra. So again, some profit booking in Mahindra and Mahindra, which is up around 2.5%. IT again, we discussed about the Accenture result. IT में broad based selling, and IT has broken that 1.4. अगर वो ratio chart था Nifty IT by Nifty, it has broken that level also now. So again, IT looks like the recovery might not be around the corner in IT. There is some support from Reliance. Reliance is up 0.5%. अगर Reliance, if also Reliance starts giving up gains now, तो हो सकता है markets can crack even lower. What I feel. If we look at some pockets of auto counters are doing well. FMCG is also down today. अगर हम FMCG देखें, that is also down 1%. Hindustan Unilever. L&T has given a fresh breakout, so there is a good breakout. So we'll discuss L&T. L&T is up around 3.34%. Again, no support from the banking space as well. So banking counters are down. IT is down. Pharma is down. Some pockets of auto is doing well. There is some profit booking in the metal counters as well. Bharti Airtel is down. If you see, even Asian Paints is down. BL is down as well. So no significant buying in the markets today, barring auto, which was just mildly positive on the upside. If I talk about the key sectors to watch out, see, at the current level at where we are right now, and जब भी आप intraday भी trade करते हो, one way to, अगर आपको like थोड़ा success चाहिए intraday trading में, always stay with the strong sectors. Like for example, if you see the strong sectors right now is your auto and metal. These are only the two strong sectors with that is significantly outperforming the Nifty index. Whereas if you see the other indices like IT, FMCG, Pharma, Healthcare, Media, Oil and Gas, these are all significantly underperforming Nifty. So intraday में whenever you look for any stocks, or even for a swing trade, अगर आप positional trade भी कर रहे हो 3-4 दिन के लिए, always go for sectors that are outperforming. So outperforming में look for bullish entries. अगर outperforming stocks में भी थोड़ा सा अगर correction आया, wait for pullback and wait for a reversal after a pullback here. But अगर कोई डाउन ट्रेंडिंग काउंटर या कोई अंडर परफॉर्मिंग काउंटर है, फॉर एग्जांपल IT, नाउ वी नो IT स्टॉक्स आर फॉलिंग, और थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाता है फिर से गिर जाता है. So all those throwbacks should be, I mean, those are all your sell and rise entries आपको ऐसे सेक्टर्स में आपको मिलेंगे. बट अगर आप ऑटो सेक्टर जो कि आउट परफॉर्मिंग है उसमें अगर आप सेल एंट्री ढूंढ रहे हो, या IT सेक्टर जो अंडर परफॉर्मिंग है उसमें अगर आप बाई एंट्री ढूंढ रहे हो, चांसेस आर दैट you might end up losing more than what you end up winning. अगर आप मंथ ऑन मंथ भी अगर आप कंपेयर करोगे, so chances are that अगर आप contra trade, you can do that. Rakesh ji, see, I'm not in a high favor of contra trades, but then again it comes with a lot of risk. So if your risk pays off, then I think you make good, but then if your risk doesn't, then chances are that you keep hitting your stop losses from time to time. See, if it's from an extremely long term perspective, still I would say wait for some reversals, because entering now in pharma and bank, even for that matter, even if you have to take a contra bet, right now it will be like, we are catching a falling life now. So thoda sa reversal aane ke baad maybe we can, but if you see, both pharma and banks have been relatively underperforming the Nifty index here. So one sector, like I said, auto. So if you look at auto by Nifty, Hero MotoCorp, there is a good outperformance today. So Hero MotoCorp is one auto counter that you can keep in your radar. It has held on to its 20-day EMA, and we are seeing some kind of movement on the upside. So around 5,200, 5,230 is a good support for Hero MotoCorp. And I think it can move towards 5,560, 5,600 levels in the short term. Apart from that, even metal, so we are seeing some profit booking in the metal space, but nevertheless, the overall trend still remains positive for the metal stocks. One stock that you can keep in your radar will be Jindal Steel. अगर हम Jindal Steel देखेंगे, it has been consolidating in a range now. I think any move above 1,070 is likely to push up the prices even more. And on the downside, around 1,035, 1,030, that level is likely to act as a strong support. The other stock can be JSW Steel. अगर हम देखेंगे, so आज थोड़ा सा हाई लेवल से एक प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आया है. आई थिंक द ओवरऑल मार्केट वीकनेस है, इसके कारण आज मेटल स्टॉक्स में भी प्रॉफिट बुकिंग है. And also for a fact that metal stocks have run up quite a lot. So if you look at JSW Steel again, the overall trend is still positive. It still trades above all its key moving averages. The ADX is in a rising mode. So any pullbacks with a reversal can be a good opportunity to enter in those stocks again, because these sectors are still outperforming Nifty. So any move above 1160 is likely to push up the price higher, while on the downside 1,110, 1,115, that level is likely to act as a strong support, which also coincides with the 20-day EMA for the stock. One strongest stock today is L&T. अगर हम L&T देखेंगे, कल भी हमने डिस्कस किया था, ये 3,710 का एक strong resistance level था LT के लिए, and today LT has given a breakout here. So chances are that LT can outperform in the coming sessions, and the breakout is supported by a strong rise in the volumes as well, with ADX also improving. So looks like L&T can move up higher. I think it can move towards 3,900, 3,940 levels, with around 3,640, 3,650 acting as a strong support for the stock. Apart from that, another stock that has not cracked even in this market fall, that is also relatively outperforming Nifty, is MCX. अगर हम MCX देखेंगे तो पिछले 6-7 दिनों से एक छोटे कैंडल्स बन रहे डेली चार्ट पे, small body candles with minor upper and lower shadows. So chances are that at some point of time it might move out of the range. So if we get a breakout above, let's say, this high of 8,150, then chances are that MCX can start moving higher, with around 7,850, 7,870 acting as a strong support for the stock. One another stock from the banking space that is relatively doing well, which has not cracked a lot, is RBL Bank. अगर हम RBL Bank देखेंगे तो वो भी एक रेंज में ट्रेड कर रहा है. But if you see, RBL Bank has been holding on to its 20-day EMA here. अगर हम देखेंगे, one, twice, thrice, almost it has not gone below its 20-day EMA. That actually shows strength in this weak market here. So any move about 276, 280 can lead to RBL Bank moving up even higher, with around 260, 265 acting as a strong support for the stock. And the last two stocks which are underperforming, one is, I think, FMCG is underperforming, and one stock that can see more weakness is Dabur. अगर हम Dabur देखेंगे तो सारे moving averages के नीचे trade कर रहा है, and it is trading near its prior support of 500. So any break below 500 can lead to price moving down even further. RSI भी अगर आप देखोगे, it has come to 31, nearing the oversold territory. So Dabur में भी काफी weakness है. So FMCG overall has been relatively underperforming. So underperforming counters may don't look for strong bullish setups in such counters here. And again, Wipro, IT again, yes. So it feels like there might be more pain in the IT sector, Arish, definitely, because even Wipro has gone below its prior swing low, that is of 238. It is trading below 238 at this point. RSI has dropped down massively. It has come to around 33. And it has been in a falling board, which indicates that the momentum is more on the bearish side for now. And even there is a crossover. So DI minus has crossed over DI plus. That indicates bearish trend strength as well. So IT, FMCG, media, oil and gas, pharma, healthcare, all these sectors are underperforming. Maybe auto, some pockets of defense and metals. Even there is some profit booking in PSU space as well. There are some stocks like Indian Bank, for example, that is good in the PSU space. Canara Bank, Bank of India, Union Bank, Bank of Baroda. So barring these sectors and these stocks, almost all the other stocks can likely underperform. So we'll have to wait for more triggers, and hopefully, let's see. On Monday, hopefully we open with a good gap up and there is a recovery. But for that, Nifty needs to close about 24,800. So that's all from today's mid-market session here. I hope it was informative. And let us start off with the question and answer. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer them. Rakesh ji is asking hemisphere. Yes, so hemisphere is good. It's on a daily chart. If we see, it has held on to its 20-day EMA. So any follow through buying from the current levels can lead to price moving towards 183, 184, with around 160 acting as a support for the stock. Even MTAR Tech has kind of risen a lot. It's already in a good uptrend. So I think trailing stops could be a way to go around 1800 and 1800, 1810 ke aspas trail stop karke. You can do that. Yeah, some pockets of, if you look at GRSC is one counter. I think about 2800 can be good. So आज थोड़ा सा profit booking है. But overall defense has not cracked as much as the other stocks and sectors have cracked. Zach is asking for Axis. Axis Gates technology, yeah, it's good. Structurally, it's in an uptrend. I think you can keep a support of around 1570, 1580. And maybe any we need a follow through buying. Right now there is lack of momentum in the last 3 days, so any follow through buying maybe above 1710, 1715, chances are that it can kind of move up higher. Hind copper, yeah, आप बने रह सकते हो. I think आप ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप यूज कर सकते हो क्योंकि काफी ऊपर चला गया. मे बी अराउंड 300 and 300, 305 का ट्रेलिंग एसएल करके आप इसको होल्ड कर सकते हो. टाटा मोटर्स ऑनेस्टली मुझे इतना कन्विक्शन नहीं है टाटा मोटर्स में. दो आज एक इट ट्रेड्स बिलो इट्स की मूविंग एवरेजेस. मे बी 655 का एसएल रख रहा है टाटा मोटर्स में मोहित जी, बट अगर 655 के नीचे क्लोज होता है देन इट्स बेटर टू एग्जिट. सो टाटा मोटर्स स्ट्रक्चरली भी वीक लग रहा है, एंड प्लस देयर इज ऑल दैट अदर न्यूज दैट इज गोइंग ऑन. जो जेएलआर में जो साइबर अटैक हुआ है, आई थिंक देयर इज ऑल दैट नेगेटिव न्यूज. प्लस ऑटो इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म होने के बावजूद टाटा मोटर्स हैज बीन वन स्टॉक दैट हैज अंडर परफॉर्म्ड योर. Manoj ji is asking for BL. So BL again, it's good, but a 20-day EMA hold kiya. I think above 405, 410, that can be a good zone for BL. Banwar ji is asking for NSDL. NSDL is good. See, long term perspective के लिए अभी फिलहाल के लिए avoid करना, because technically देखा जाए तो एक upward sloping trend line breakdown दिया है यहाँ पे. So let's wait for some reversals at least. Let's wait for NSDL to go about 1255, 1260, because ये इसके ऊपर है. 20-day EMA वहाँ पे placed है. So let's wait for a close above that. श्रवण जी, मारुति, आई थिंक आप मारुति के पीछे नहीं छोड़ रहे हो श्रवण जी. आई थिंक मारुति, सी इफ यू वांट टू एंटर, आप maybe you can enter with a strict SL of around 16,100 के आसपास आप कर सकते हो. बट इट्स गुड. आई थिंक वो 3 दिन का कंसोलिडेशन के बाद फिर से ऊपर जा रहा है. सो व्हाई नॉट मे बी राइट द ट्रेंड बट विद अ स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 16,100. Eicher Motors again, around support is around 6,930, 6,940. And even if we look at Bajaj Finserv, avoid karna. I think the other two counters, auto, like I said, auto strong counter hai, so those stocks are doing well. Bajaj Finserv thoda sa avoid karna hai. Momentum आया था, but it's kind of fizzling out here. So I think I would say avoid the Bajaj Finserv. I think if you are holding, then maybe around 1990 का SL रख के आप hold कर सकते हो. Public sector banks, like I said, see, apart from PSUs, your Indian Bank is, I think, holding fort. Apart from that, Union Bank, Canara Bank, Bank of India, I think these stocks are doing well. But stay away from those, stocks like Ma Bank and all. But I think maybe you can look at Indian Bank, Union Bank, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda. These are some PSB names that you can look at. Allied Blenders, and you want Sula Vineyards. See, between the two, I think Allied Blenders is outperforming. So I think you can stay with Allied Blenders and you can ignore Sula Vineyards. So Allied Blenders, again, we need a good close above 525, 530. अगर 525, 530 के ऊपर अगर close मिलता है, then we can expect Allied to move towards a 565, 570 year. Swing trade, we just discussed some stock. I think L&T is one stock that you can look at. अभी जो हमने स्टॉक्स डिस्कस किए थे उसमें द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट इज योर एलएनटी. आई थिंक एलएनटी एक अच्छा आज का डे लो के आसपास सपोर्ट या एसएल रख के आप इसको होल्ड कर सकते हो. मदरसन, लेट मी लुक एट मदरसन. बीएससी फिलहाल के लिए अवॉइड करना दर्शन जी. मदरसन अगेन अवॉइड मदरसन. मे बी सी इट इज अंडरगोइंग सम प्रॉफिट बुकिंग योर, बट वेट फॉर सम फॉलो थ्रू बाइंग. आज ये 20 डे ईएमए से सपोर्ट लेते हुए नजर आ रहा है, बट एनी क्लोज अबाउट 105, 108 कैन बी गुड फॉर मदरसन. IRCTC ऑनेस्टली थोड़ा सा प्रेशर है IRCTC में. इट इज ट्रेडिंग बिलो इट्स की एवरेजेस. मे बी यू कैन कीप एन एसएल ऑफ 705. 705 कैन बी अ गुड एसएल फॉर IRCTC. पिंटू जी, अगर ये 705 के नीचे जाता है तो इट्स बेटर टू एग्जिट. How do you see paper stocks after GST cut reacted negative, corrected from 52-week high? When should we enter? Paper stocks, again, I think JK paper is down below all its key moving averages. I think दूसरा कौन सा है? West Coast Paper Mills है ना? That is also one stock. West Coast Paper Mills is also down. So even if I look at these two names, nothing that we can see on the charts here. I think रोहन जी ये अभी भी डाउन ट्रेंड में ही है. Despite the GST news, there is no signs of any reversal in this counters. Kamini ji is asking for Naukri. Naukri में भी एक अच्छा ट्रेंड पकड़ा था, but वो ट्रेंड kind of fizzled out. I was hoping we get a close above this 200 day EMA of 1420, but वो 200 day EMA से स्टॉक ने रेजिस्टेंस लेके नीचे आ गया है यहाँ पे. सो आई थिंक 1315, 1320 का एसएल रख के आप होल्ड करना. अगर ये ब्रेक करता है तो इट्स बेटर टू एग्जिट. विजय जी, आरईसी भी अगर हम देखेंगे तो भी डाउन ट्रेंड में ही है. आरईसी इज आल्सो डाउन. आई थिंक इट्स बेटर टू अवॉइड. इफ यू आर होल्डिंग देन अराउंड 365 का एसएल रख के आप होल्ड कर देना. सी बिकॉज अंडर परफॉर्मिंग है, डाउन ट्रेंड भी है, एंड देयर इज nothing positive in this counter at this point. So much news driving prices and indices down, then how much can technicals be relevant? Yeah, especially if any overnight news, we open with a gap down and all your support levels, resistance levels go for a haywire. So maybe end of the day, let's say we can say 24,800 is a good support. But let's say Saturday, Sunday, there is a news that comes in. Monday, we open at 24,500. Then all those support levels and resistance levels and all the bullish breakout stocks, everything goes for a toss here. So especially in those cases, I think forget technicals, even fundamentals are not relevant in that case, because your fair value might be different and the gap down can lead to prices moving down. But in that case, I think these are some uncontrollables, which something that we'll have to live with. That we can't ignore that, but we'll have to live with this. Rakesh ji, my guess auto stock would correct after Q3 and Q4. Maybe because, and also for a fact that auto has kind of shown some strong relative outperformance. So ho sakta hai there might be some profit booking around it. But the commentary has been coming in well for auto. I think if you look at Maruti, they've been selling good amount. They've been getting good demand as well. Unka inquiries for your Mid-tier car categories have kind of gone up from 40,000 queries. Now they are handling around 80,000 inquiries, is what they've been handling. So post the GST cut, I can with the festive season on, maybe Q3, I think this quarter, maybe next quarter can be good. Q3 can be a good quarter for autos. A lot of that would get factored in quite early. Then maybe Q4 onwards, we can expect some profit booking in auto space here. प्रफुल्ल जी सर SBI Securities ऐप में अपकमिंग इवेंट सेक्शन ऐड करने को बोलो. Definitely I'll pass on this message. It's a good one. HDFC AMC is good, but wait for a breakout above 5,900, 5,910. I think post that maybe we can expect some traction. Wipro maybe on the downside is what you can look at. Swan Corp, I think Swan Corp का बीच में मैंने देखा था, थोड़ा positive था, I feel. Swan Corporation, again, wait for a breakout above 500, 505. Maybe after that, post that, we can expect price to move towards 530, 525 levels. Sir, why market falls in September month? It has happened. So yeah, seasonality wise, if you see, so there is, I'm making a video soon on seasonality. I think by next Monday, Tuesday, आपको seasonality का video मिल जाएगा. So wherein I've explained. So if you look at in the month of September, IT and FMCG have been negative. But PSU, private banks, financial services space have relatively done well in the month of September. Nifty performance has been mixed. Bank Nifty slightly better than Nifty, but mid cap has not so good performance in the month of September, and small cap also has relatively underperformed. So September again has been a mixed month. I don't know why September, it has happened for so many years. But again, mid cap and small cap, September again, more than Nifty and Bank Nifty, I think your broader market indices like your mid cap and small cap have underperformed here. Sir, when using Bollinger Bands, how to keep stop loss for long term? Depending on the kind of setup that you are using, Manohar ji. See whether upper band or midline. Midline is one, the price zone that you can consider for your stop losses. Maybe if a lower band coincides with your prior swing low, I think those are the levels that you can kind of look at. Pharma stock exit. So abhi to pressure hai pharma stocks mein. Almost all the pharma stocks are under pressure, so it's better to avoid pharma stocks. If you are holding, then it's wait for a couple of days. Let's see whether एक gap down के बाद एक reversal आता है कि नहीं. अगर नहीं आता है, if there is more news that comes up over the weekend, then there might be more pain in the pharma stocks. Most autos selling at deeper discounts due to intense competition in most segments. Mahindra has started with their newly launched and much hyped high-end EVs. Possible, and also for a fact that Mahindra is like relatively stronger compared to the other auto players here. So long-term perspective, say I feel Mahindra is a very good option, but short-term, again, competition, that is, and we'll have to wait and see whether they'll pass on the GST rate cuts to the consumers, because if one does, I think everyone else will follow as well. Sir, silver में entry कर सकते हैं? हाँ, definitely. I think silver ETF is one good option. It's in a strong trend. I think you can keep trailing your stop loss and move higher. Keroviji is asking for AVL. Aditya Vision is good. Maybe I think अगर आप entry, wait for a breakout above 585, 590 with an SL of maybe around 545, 45. Can we see gold correct in? Very difficult. Gold अभी कितना है यहाँ पे? If you look at gold futures, see it's at 1,12,900 rupees at this point. So there are no signs of any correction that we have got until now. It is trading well above all its key moving averages. अगर आप देखोगे RSI is overbought, ADX भी overbought है. थोड़ा सा overbought चला गया यहाँ पे रोहन जी. अगर आप देखेंगे RSI काफी overbought है, ADX भी काफी peak out हो चुका है. But the way gold has been moving, maybe even if it has to correct, maybe it can, the 20-day EMA, which is placed at around 1,09,000, or maybe around 1,08,000, 1,09,000. That is where the next support for gold is placed. But I don't see a deeper correction, because if gold has to correct, then we can expect our equities to move up higher. Maybe once we have good clarity around the India-US trade deal, if that trade deal ends out successfully, then chances are that people might start booking profits in gold, and we can expect flows can come back to our Indian markets, and our equities will start doing well. But I think until then, until that uncertainty remains, it's very difficult for maybe gold and silver to move down. Okay, Rohanji. So I hope that's all from today's mid market session. This was the last session for this week. I hope you all are finding it informative, guys. And if you are finding some value in these sessions, do share the webinar links with your friends, families, and relatives as well, so that even they can participate, and even they can join in these mid-market sessions. So have a great weekend, guys. Saturday and Sunday, I think it's time to rest now, and hopefully expect Nifty closes about 24,800. And we'll meet on Monday. So Monday we'll again have two webinars. So we'll meet for the mid-market session at 12:30, and Monday evening I'm doing a webinar on how to trade gaps. What are those different types of gaps? So we'll have a webinar on Monday from 4 to 5, and our mid-market session from 12:30 onwards. Shubha Durga Puja to you as well, Amarta ji. I know Durga Puja is a big function in West Bengal and Odisha. So happy Durga Puja to you and your family as well. Until then, take care, stay safe. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you on Monday at 12:30. So bye, guys, and take care, and see you all soon.